Hey everybody, got a few minutes of garage here. It's the night before Mother's Day. I had to come out and put a little project together for Mama in the morning. So I thought I'd squeeze in a few minutes before I turn it in for the night. I had this heat shield laying around for the last 12 years. And I thought it was made for a water cooled, but I think it was made for an oil cooled. So I did have to make these about 2 millimeters bigger. And with CV carburetors, you're not going to have a problem fitting them in there and applying this in there. But I'm running the Ken FCR carburetors, and it has a mechanical fuel pump. So that fuel pump sits right there by the alternator. It drops down. There's like a little gap between that and the starter. So I had to cut a hole for that mechanical pump to slide down in there. Now I've been running a pressurized air box on that bike for years, but it's such a hassle. Every time I have a problem getting those carburetors in and out with that pressurized air box, it takes a lot of finagling, and I always feel like I'm going to break something, and it takes a lot of time, especially if I'm at the racetrack. So I'm going to try and do away with it, because it's definitely gets to be a headache at times if you have problems, and go with maybe some conjunction with the heat shield. And then in the back I already have like a little shield anyhow made out of aluminum where I've mounted most of my electrics. And then I'll just put the snorkels on the side. It won't be enclosed, but it's gonna put some air in there, and we'll see what happens. Run it either way. It's always, if it runs like crap, just take the snorkels off and run it that way. And I'm been typically running a screened or mesh. I don't have one laying here. The round screens just over the snorkel. And I'm gonna run foam filters this time around. And I'll try and post up links for a lot of this stuff. There's also a guy that used to remanufacture exact copies of these heat shields for Oilers and Ws. And I'll see if I can find his info, see if he's still doing it. But I believe actually this is one of his remanufactured ones. And it's of good quality. Really nice. Nice trim work even. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is one of the remanufactured ones. Alright, I'll post that up. As you see, I'm also sneaking in a little carburetor time. If you remember, I had debris in the gas tank, totally just ruined cleaning the carburetors. Now I don't have one of those tanks that you can dip it in and it heats and shakes it around. I can't remember what that's called, like the hypersonic or something. So I typically just take everything apart, use kerosene, and I use some carb cleaner to spray everything out, and I put it back together, and then go from there. And typically that's worked for me. So what I did this time, I cheated a little bit of kerosene. I didn't take them all the way down. Sprayed all the jets all the way in through here. So now I'm going to do a pressure test. So I go to each one. I put a little WD on there, right there where your fuel valve needle is. Connected my Mighty system up to it. And you can do a vacuum and you can do pressure on these things. I have another video on these. Also, Shane Conley is the one that gave me the idea. Shane Conley at How to Wrench has some great how to do home mechanic dudes. Look him up. Shane Conley, How to Wrench. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, he's got it all. So here we go. I'm going to cover one. Oh no, let me see. Alright, let's try it again. Just cover this hole up. That's 6. 7. 'Got the 10 popped over here. Let's try it again. Spray a little more. Come on, baby. Alright, she's holding. Probably just need a little WD lube to kind of help seat maybe. Alright guys, that's it. I'm going to put them back together, try and get them back on the bike and get it refreshed. Go with just a clean tank, you know, remote tank, get it started, get it running again, see how it works, make sure carbs don't leak. Maybe even before I put the carbs on, I'm going to put my remote tank up to the carbs get the fuel on, get the whole thing full of fuel, and just see if anything leaks. See if anything starts coming out the back side or the intake side, and hopefully it holds. And then set it all up on the bike. Alright, I'll give you an update later. Have a good Mother's Day.